Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Cristin Brown's husband David calls latest event beyond crazy. After leaving Kody Brown for good, Cristin Brown opened up a treasure trove of new experiences. Now, she and her husband David Woolley are having new experiences of their own. As their Memorial Day weekend adventure continues, David and Cristin admit they had one experience that was beyond crazy. What exactly did the newlyweds see on their long weekend getaway? Cristin Brown and David Woolley enjoy their NASCAR-filled weekend. On Instagram, David Woolley revealed that he turned his new bride Cristin Brown into an NASCAR fan. They're spending Memorial Day weekend at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, enjoying the festivities together and couldn't be happier. It's a great way to bond as spouses and share interests with one another. Since marrying David, Cristin has tried many new experiences and developed many new hobbies. As for NASCAR, it seems that she and David are huge Kyle Larson fans. Cristin is still hoping they get a chance to meet the driver in person. Day 1 at NASCAR at Coca-Cola's 600. I can't believe I'm actually here, David posted on Instagram recently. He attached a highlight reel of their day, showcasing his favorite parts with fans. Seeing these cars is just awesome. Fans felt so excited to see David and Cristin living their best life together. As many remember, Kody Brown didn't exactly encourage Cristin to explore her own hobbies and interests. Instagram users left comments including, "So happy you found each other. You put the best smiles on each other's faces. Happiness looks good on the both of you. Forever feel joy. You guys should make a trip to Daytona. I'm sure you will have an amazing time at Charlotte. So awesome. Enjoy." While the couple enjoys exploring the Charlotte Motor Speedway, one event really blew them away. The newlyweds experience a crazy event. There's still plenty of excitement left for Memorial Day weekend at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. However, David Woolley admitted he and Cristin Brown just had an experience of a lifetime. The couple had the chance to see several cars up close and personal. Cristin shared a video which she simply captioned, #HendrickMotorsports. "What do you think, love?" The Sister Wives star asks her husband in the video. "I'm loving it, I'm excited. I've always wanted to be here," David replies as Cristin giggles in excitement. "This is beyond crazy." What do you think about Cristin Brown and David Woolley's new shared hobby? Were you also impressed with the sights they saw over Memorial Day weekend? Share your own thoughts and opinions in the comments. David Brown had always considered himself a man of reason, a bastion of calm in the tumultuous sea of life. Yet nothing could have prepared him for the whirlwind that was Cristin, his wife of 10 years. Over the years, he had learned to navigate the eccentricities that came with being married to a woman with a knack for finding herself at the epicenter of chaos. But even he had to admit, this time, things had reached a new level of absurdity. It all started on a serene Saturday morning, a rarity in the Brown household. The children were miraculously still asleep, and David had just settled into his favorite armchair with a steaming cup of coffee and the latest issue of The Economist. Cristin, meanwhile, was out on one of her usual early morning runs, something she insisted kept her grounded. Little did he know, this particular run would upend their lives in ways he couldn't have imagined. David's moment of tranquility was abruptly interrupted by the sound of the front door slamming open. Cristin burst in, her face flushed with a mixture of excitement and panic, her hair a wild halo around her head. Clutched in her hands was an old, tattered book. "David, you won't believe what just happened," she exclaimed, her eyes wide with incredulity. David sighed, setting his coffee aside. He had learned long ago that resistance was futile when Cristin was in one of her states. "All right, Cristin. What happened?" Cristin began to pace the living room, the words tumbling out of her mouth in a hurried rush. "I was running through the park, you know, by the old oak tree. Well, I saw this dog. No, a wolf, I think. It was enormous and had this aura. I know it sounds crazy, but it seemed almost magical." David raised an eyebrow, but kept silent, knowing better than to interrupt. It was carrying this book in its mouth. David. It dropped it right in front of me and then just vanished, like smoke. And this book, it's in a language I don't understand. I think it's ancient. I think it's important. Cristin thrust the book into David's hands, her fingers trembling with excitement. He examined it carefully. The cover was made of worn leather, and the pages within looked like they could crumble at the slightest touch. Strange symbols and glyphs adorned every inch of the parchment, and an odd sense of foreboding emanated from its depths. Cristin, this looks like some sort of ancient manuscript. But you're saying a wolf gave this to you? Not just any wolf, I swear, it was otherworldly. And I felt this connection, David. Like I was meant to find it. David ran a hand through his hair, trying to process the surreal scenario. So, what do you want to do? Cristin's eyes sparkled with determination. I need to find out what it says. There has to be someone who can translate it, or at least identify its origin. This could be the discovery of a lifetime. And thus began the Brown family's descent into madness. The next few days were a blur of frantic phone calls, cryptic emails, and visits to museums and libraries. Cristin became consumed by the book, scarcely eating or sleeping. David did his best to support her, but even his patience was wearing thin. Then, things took an even stranger turn. One evening, as David was putting the children to bed, Cristin burst into the room, her face alight with excitement. David, I found someone. Professor Ivanovic from the University of Moscow. He's an expert in ancient languages and thinks he can help us. David managed a tired smile. That's great, Cristin. When do we leave? Cristin's smile widened. Tomorrow, we need to catch the earliest flight. Tomorrow. David echoed, incredulous. What about the kids? My mother agreed to watch them. This is it, David. We're on the brink of something incredible.